Petra Kvitova has praised the Dubai field ahead of another great week in the Middle East as Elina Svitolina prepares to defend her title. Petra Kvitova has praised the Dubai field ahead of a tough week in the UAE as defending champion Elina Svitolina is handed a tough draw. The Australian Open finalist has praised the unbelievable quality that is on show in Dubai as 9 of the world's top 10 are playing next week. While Kvitova may not be looking ahead to the title, she could face 7th seed Kiki Bertens in the quarterfinals as the draw was announced today. Defending champion Elina Svitolina has been given a tough path ahead of her title defense though, as the likes of Donna Vekic, Garbine Muguruza and Naomi Osaka stand in her way. Attending the draw ceremony alongside Eugenie Bouchard and Caroline Wozniacki, Petra Kvitova praised the tough Dubai field ahead of the tournament start on Sunday. "Every tournament is difficult, and this field is unbelievable," Kvitova told The National. "We have so many great players playing here. Of course, it's always tough to win a tournament and it'll be the same here." The draw has seen Kvitova potentially face Kiki Bertens in the quarterfinals, with Caroline Garcia and Daria Kasatkina also in her section of the draw. As the prospect of reaching a third final in 2019 is not something to think about yet for the second seed, it's a long way to go, so I'm not thinking of that. Meanwhile, in the top half of the draw, Elina Svitolina could face Donna Vekic as she faces a tough path to defending her title. Other players in Svitolina's section include Garbine Muguruza, who plays Diana Yastreska in her opening match, who beat her in Wuhan a couple of weeks ago. Also, world number 1 Naomi Osaka waits for the Ukrainian as the Australian Open champion looks to play her first tournament without the guidance of Sasha Bajin. Here's the full draw with action beginning on Sunday. Main draw: DDF tennis. Projected QFs: Osaka Svitolina, Halep Sabalenka, Kerber Pliskova, Bertens Kvitova. pic.twitter.com/DT10KBSRACT, WTA Insider, @WTA_Insider, February 16, 2019. Dominic Thiem has extended his unbeaten streak to 11 matches in Buenos Aires after edging past Pablo Cuevas to reach the semifinals. Dominic Thiem, @SectadePortiva, Twitter. Dominic Thiem won an 11th consecutive match in Buenos Aires as he edged out Pablo Cuevas 4-6, 6-4, 6-3 to reach the semifinals. After a slow start, the Austrian won 73% of first service points to seal a place in the last 4 as he made it 11-0 in the Argentinian capital. In the semi-finals, he will play good friend and doubles partner this week, Diego Schwartzman, who comfortably beat Albert Ramos Vinolas. The other semi-final will see Roland Garros semi-finalist Marco Cecchinato take on Guido Pella, who saved match points against Jan Muner. There was a threat to Thiem's unbeaten streak early on as his Uruguayan opponent got off to the perfect start with a break in the third game. Struggling on serve and failing to create any breakpoint opportunities, Thiem surrendered the first set in 34 minutes to the world number 78. However, the world number 8 adjusted tactically and remained focused on the task at hand as he took a 3-0 lead. Despite being broke back while serving for the set, the top seed broke straight back to force of deciding set as he looked a relieved figure. The deciding set went in similar fashion, with the only exception being that Thiem wasn't broken back this time. After holding his lead from 3-0 up, Thiem served out the match to secure his first ATP semifinal of the season. This one goes to 1-1. Flexed biceps at Thiem Domi improves to a perfect 11-0 at Argentina Open with a 4-6, 6-4, 6-3 win over Pablo Cuevas. pic.twitter.com/EbVFSBGMV3, Tennis TV, @Tennis TV, February 16, 2019. After edging past Cuevas, the world number 8 will now play Diego Schwartzman in the last 4 in what is set to be a busy day for the duo. Not only will they play against each other in singles, they will also team up with each other in doubles as they reached the semifinals there as well. The talented Argentinian defeated Albert Ramos Vinolas 6-Q 7-5 to reach the last 4 in his home country and will look to end Thiem's unbeaten streak on Saturday afternoon. The other semi-final will see Marco Cecchinato play Guido Pella, with the action starting at 2 p.m. local time. While in New York, the action starts at 4 p.m. local time with Braden Schneuer taking on Sam Querrey and John Isner playing Riley Opelka in the semifinals. Simona Halep produced another great comeback as she edged past Elina Svitolina to reach the Doha final. Simona Halep, Chrysaline Kyo, copyright at Sportvision. Simona Halep produced another epic comeback as she edged past Elina Svitolina 6-3, 3-6, 6-4 to reach the Doha final. The Roland Garros champion won the last 5 games as she secured a spot in Saturday's Doha final by edging past Svitolina. As for Svitolina, she had won the last 3 meetings against the former world number 1 and lead 4-1 before falling to the Romanian. This means that Halep will play Elise Mertens in the final after the Belgian stunned Angelique Kerber 6-4, 2-6, 6-1 to reach her first Premier final. An early break in the third game was enough for Halep in the first set as she fought off 3 break points in the last game to seal the opening set in 39 minutes. However, Svitolina came back in the second set as she proved to be clinical against a weak Halep second serve as she broke twice to level the match and force a deciding set. It was a partisan crowd that was mostly in favor as at times it felt like a football match. But Svitolina managed to keep the crowd quiet in the opening stages as she stormed to a 3-0 lead. The Ukrainian was on the verge of victory as she had break points for a 5-2-1 lead and had Halep on the ropes at times. But Halep wasn't going to give up easily and held in an epic 6th game. From then on it was all about the world number 3 as she won the next 4 games after that to seal the match and her place in the final. It was shots like these that saw Halep's mental strength increase and get her over the line in a 2-hour and 7-minute battle. Ridiculous picked out twitter.com/mapdupe3re, Jose Morgado, at Jose Morgado, February 15, 2019. After the match, Halep expressed her delight at her comeback. "I'm happy because I didn't give up," Halep said to WTA's website. "The 2 finals that I played against her in Rome I gave up and I was not ready to fight. Now I changed that, and it makes me happier, because I showed myself that I'm able to do that." Although it was another frustrating loss for Svitolina, it was Halep's mental strength and the Ukrainians' lack of it that will be talked about. In the final, Halep will play Elise Mertens after she reached her first Premier final with a 6-4, 2-6, 6-1 win over Angelique Kerber. The Wimbledon champion showed signs of tiredness from her previous match as Mertens' backhand ensured her a place in the Doha final. Gael Monfils cruised into the Rotterdam semi-finals where he will face Daniil Medvedev for a second consecutive week. Gael Monfils, at Astora Open, Twitter. Gael Monfils was satisfied with his performance in Rotterdam after beating Damir Dzumhur 6-1, 6-2 to reach the semi-finals. The Frenchman was in great form as he eased past the struggling Bosnian in 69 minutes to make the last 4 in Rotterdam. After breaking 5 times, he secured a comfortable win to set up a Sofia rematch with Daniil Medvedev after the Russian continued his impressive form with a 6-4, 6-2 win over Wilfried Tsonga. The win means it is Medvedev's 14th win in 2019, with his only losses being against Kei Nishikori and Novak Djokovic. After only dropping 3 games, Monfils seemed pretty happy with his performance. After reaching a second successive ATP semifinal, "It was a good one, I stuck to my game plan and I am satisfied how I executed," Monfils said. Is there anything at Gael Monfils can't do face with open mouth? He's through to the ATP route semifinals. You can watch the tournament on at Tennis TV on Coming Fist. Picked out twitter.com/ekvcmapbjxer, ATP Tour, at ATP_Tour, February 15, 2019. "I prepared well in the off-season and I am starting to believe that I can get back to the top of the game." The win came against a struggling Dzumhur who coped with injury during the contest. After his first 2 wins of the season this week, with one being against Stefanos Tsitsipas, the crafty Bosnian couldn't conjure up a win today. As for Monfils, he now faces Daniil Medvedev for the second consecutive week in a row after the Russian outpowered Wilfried Tsonga 6-4, 6-2. some great movement and effortless ground strokes saw Medvedev win his 14th straight set as well as his 14th match of the 2019 season. The duo played last week where Medvedev cruised past the Frenchman en route to the Sofia title, and it is hard to see how the result will change tomorrow. As always though, expect the unexpected when it comes to Gael Monfils. The evening session quarterfinals will see Kei Nishikori playing Martin Fucsovics and Stan Wawrinka taking on Denis Shapovalov.